talking. Tell me how this partnership came to be.
Sure. We started looking at pure importers who are looking for pure quality hair in the US. And at that point in time, I called Hania. What was supposed to be normally a 5-minute conversation turned out to be a couple of hour conversation. And we talked about a lot of things about the quality, the vision that she had, everything that she was talking about. That made sense. And at that point in time, she ordered some samples, definitely loved the hair, and wanted to become a partner, and came out to India, and we started our partnership. At that point in time, she helped us with our inventory management system, our stock storage system, our finished product storage system. All of the systems have been put in place by Hania, and we felt the value, we saw the value, and we decided to partner up with us with the good access to good hair and a good factory, and her with the marketing, so that we can bring products directly to your doorsteps. That's what MB India does. It brings the factory in India to your doorsteps right here in Maryland or across the United States.
And tell us a little bit about the name.
The name Maji Blue, it's two parts. Maji Blue, which is the retail end, and MB India, which is our wholesale end. So the name Maji Blue is in the French language, it means blue magic. The light bulb went off in my head as I was watching the movie American Gangster, which told the story about Frank Lucas and how he cut out the middleman. It was based around drug trafficking, but his concept of and his mission to cut out the middleman and go directly to the source is what spoke to me. And so, being that I was already in the industry, I had already been selling hair through other vendors to my own personal clients, it was just something that I felt like it was a calling on me. So Maji Blue came about because I didn't want to use the words blue magic per se. So I wanted to be a little fancy, and I played around with the words with different languages, and Maji Blue, which is in the French language, it just stuck to me. So that is how it came about, and it stands for its purity. That's what blue magic was in the story. It stood for its purity, its high quality, and it was nothing better than it. So that's what we are. We're pure.
And what's the difference between your product and all the other products out there in the market?
All right, so that goes back to the ingredients that make up the hair, your weft. We make about 12 products. We make weaves, obviously the wefted hair extensions, ponytails, clip-ins, fusion extensions, bangs, ladies toppers, men's toppers, wigs, you name it. We've got it all. So with all those products, the core ingredient that goes into it is the virgin temple hair. It's very different from the non-Remy hair, which is what most of the Chinese companies sell in your beauty supply stores, or even the bundle deals in Alibaba and all those kind of places. So you really are looking at quality ingredient as the first step towards the Maji Blue. That's what Blue Magic stands for, that's what Maji Blue stands for, and that's what we wanted to support and be out there with the purest product that's possible. We have 12 temple contracts. MB India holds 12 temple contracts, and because of the temple contracts, when the donor gives the hair in the morning, it gets shipped out to our factory from these temples in the same night. So we get the raw hair, we process it, so it's fresh, the humidity is locked in, it's from young donors, so the quality of the hair that you're using is good. When you use a raw ingredient that's good, the final product is going to be good. So that's the one thing. And then on top of it, Hania, when she was there, we have a special manufacturing method. We bought a machine that helps us manufacture it better. And we have implemented some washing procedures, some ventilation procedures. We constantly talk about how to improve the product even better. So with all these aspects, we believe we probably have the best product out there in the marketplace.
And why should people buy from MB India?
Okay, that's a good question. So a lot of people have I think that question came to you, Hania, is that a lot of people have been asking, why should I go through you? Why can't I just go directly to the factory in India? There's no difference. It is the factory in India. What you're buying from is the factory in India that's co-owned by Honey and me. So essentially what you're doing is you have an access to a person in the US that can actually work with you and help you understand the questions that you may have. And also there are a lot of challenges working with Indian factories. I myself faced several challenges. When I was here, my first attempt was to actually import from India and try to sell here before I moved there. And I lost about $120,000 in my first shipment because they gave all non-Remy hair. So you can't, it's not an easy task.
Well, but let me ask this question for the audience.
Yeah.
When that happened,
Yeah.
what were you able, do you have any type of legal recourse against these people who
Not
spend
really.
this money on?
Not really. They'll, because the contract is, you asked for hair, I gave you hair. I asked for Virgin Temple hair, you gave me non-Remy hair. There's nothing you can do.
And
You pretty
because it's an
much- and I'm an
international
Indian.
transaction.
And not only that it's an international, I'm an Indian, but I went to that factory and he said, I gave you for what you paid, and you have nothing to do. You cannot do anything. It's
Can't
there's
get
no
your money
recourse.
back.
So, whereas with us, we have a strict policy of money back guarantee. If you have any questions, I think you can go into a little bit of more details about that. But in general, we brought the factory to your doorstep. So that's why that's the key thing is that you can directly talk to her. You have a person in here who's invested in your success from the factory.
And let me just add that it's more accessible because a lot of people that I've come in contact with that's been interested in distributing or becoming a retailer or buying wholesale per se, they spend money. It's not inexpensive to travel to India and to search, all of these different factories, and it's hit and miss. You don't know what you're getting, but the benefit in having me here, even if you're in California, locally is much less expensive to come and travel here to see me than it will for you to have to travel to India to see Sunil, which is, possible, but I would say at least let this be your first step before you invest thousands of dollars in going somewhere and still not finding what you need. So it saves you a lot of time and, headache. And it gives you that security of being able to touch and work personally with your supplier. So that's even more of a benefit.
And tell us, where can people buy Maji Blue?
You can go on our website, www.majiblue.com. We have a store location located here in Hyattsville, Maryland, 7576 Annapolis Road in Studio A1, located on 450, 410 in the shopping center with a Giant. You can always call our customer service number. If you can't reach us either way, get immediate, service or questions answered that you may have. And we also have salespeople located in LA, Georgia, and Chicago, as well as Maryland.